Hi, everyone. I'm here with the astrology of April 7th through the 13th. Thank you for all your loving support. If you're interested in going directly to the date of the week, I check out the description part below. I have timestamps there. There's also information on how to book an appointment with me if you're interested. And this week, it's all about checks and balances. We are finally out of the influence of Mercury retrograde, though we might be still a little bit in the shadow period, depending on how much wounding you have that you still have to heal. And so, that being said, you might find yourself revisiting all the things that you potentially did in March and see if it was worth it, if you did it correctly, if you need to revisit it because you did it incorrectly, if you have to check things out. So keep that in mind. The energy is all about like let's clear the air. I know that I shouldn't have done a couple of things and I need to fix it, right? So now let's go to Monday. Monday the 7th, Mercury goes direct in Pisces. Venus will be in Pisces and conjunct with Saturn in Pisces. Now we have Mercury, Venus, and Saturn in Pisces. 3 signs in Pisces. A lot of influence in Pisces is good and bad. First of all, our intuition will be completely on point. It being with Saturn, it creates a situation where we have discipline with our mental space, our emotional space. So your intuition and the intuitive hits that you're going to get are very, very good this day. Mercury in Pisces, there's a lot of communication you will be receiving from people around you, but also from your psychic awareness. So your intuitive downloads, your inner space. And Pisces also in Venus has this energy of really hitting really hard in those desires. Now, Venus is still in retrograde, so be mindful in those desires because we have a tendency of being that tantrum kid of I want it, I want it, I want it now. And it might not be really great for you, right? But it still gives you awareness on all the other things. So this day is perfect, like completely perfect for you to go through the things you feel kind of sketch or like not right about of last week, actually the entire of last month. If there's something that you feel like you need to revisit, this can be contracts, this can be agreements with people, this can be reinvestigating situations that you went through, because you will see them differently now that we're off the retrograde and we have so much influence of Pisces. Okay, let's go to Tuesday. Tuesday, the 8th, Venus will be in Pisces, and now it creates a sextile with Uranus in Taurus. Okay, so we have that retrograde of Venus, right? And so that means that we will want very badly to bring back people, places, and things from the past, situations, situationships, whatever you want to call it. We want to bring them back. We want to bring them back, but my question to you would be why you want to bring them back. I would say the biggest takeaway that you can get from this sextile in Uranus in Taurus. Uranus is all about change, and Taurus is around breaking down walls. 6 points in that energy kind of allows you to see why it is that you want these things back. Is it because it gives you a sense of authority? Is it because you feel important? Is it because it's stroking your ego? Is it because of a trauma? Is it because of a wound? Is it because of a belief system you have about yourself? So sometimes we want something that is not good from our past just because it's comfortable. It's like an old pair of jeans. Even though we know while wearing those jeans for a while, we're going to get poked and prodded and things are not going to feel comfortable after a while. But it's something we're used to. So be very, very questioning of yourself and of your intentions as to why you want to revisit situations from the past that might not be for your greatest good. Right? Keep that in mind. Now let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday the 9th, the moon will be in Virgo and create a square in Jupiter in Gemini. Stick to routines this Wednesday. The reason I'm saying to stick to routines is that when we have a square in Jupiter and Gemini, we have conflicts in the way that we talk to people, the connections that we create with people. We have conflicts in everything that seems like it's good luck might not really be good luck. You know, it's like when somebody gives you, oh, this is like the best job ever. It gives you all this money and whatever. And then you find out, yes, it's the best job ever, but it's a pyramid scheme. The only one that gets the money is the one on top. That kind of thing. It's like something that sounds too good to be true that will definitely be too good to be true. And this energy of Venus in that day, the moon in Virgo is kind of telling you to stay in in the mundane where you're safe, because the energies of Venus are going to make you go for something that is too good to be true. It's taking gambles and risks, and it's just not worth it. So this day, I would say, like, things might seem confusing, things you might feel unsure about, you might question a lot of things because everything sounds too good to be true. I would say don't do it on this Wednesday. Just wait. I mean, what is the day? Nothing, right? I'm seeing that the energy shifting on Thursday. And so if you give yourself a day to think about it, to sleep on it, to whatever, you're going to realize that it was the best thing that you ever did, because there's too much confusion this Wednesday, and it's creating a situation where something sounds amazing and it's really going to really screw you in the ass. Okay. So now let's go to Thursday. Thursday the 10th, the moon will enter Virgo, creating a trine in Uranus in Taurus. This is where I'm telling you things shift. So that overwhelming feeling where you're not sure if you should take action or move in that direction, this changes on this Thursday, because Virgo, again, the mundane things that you have to move forward in, blah, 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 blah. But now it creates a trine, which is a triangulation of that energy. You're coming back to that energy of Wednesday. And now with the energy of change and the Taurus energy where it breaks down walls. So now you're able to notice that that pyramid scheme was a pyramid scheme. Now you'll be able to notice that that gamble is way too good to be true and it's not worth it, right? So if you gave yourself that day, you're going to notice how much better things will be, because you now have the clarity of mind and spirit to make that right decision. So keep that in mind for Thursday. And now let's go to Friday. Friday the 11th, the moon will be in Libra and create a trine in Pluto in Aquarius. This is all about balance. 100,000,000% about balance and focus and keeping yourself online. It's a gift from the universe. Take it, advantage to it. Whatever you feel feels out of sorts, out of balance, out of like alignment with you, revisit it this Friday, and then you're going to see how it you magically find a way to fix the situation, balance it out, move it forward. So the 11th is a perfect day to clean house, to make that last minute decision, um, to come back to yourself, because the Pluto and Aquarius energy has a way of just revealing the truth about situations. The Libra energy is seeing things in a very practical, balanced way. So definitely any decisions you have to make, I would recommend it for the 11th. Okay. Now let's go to the 12th. 12th Saturday, April 12th, is Venus goes direct in Pisces as we enter a full moon in Libra. I had to check that, and the reason I needed to check that was because um, I've been feeling and telling a lot of people that Venus is actually going to go direct on the 16th. And if you see this video in the beginning, you're going to notice I'm going to talk about the Venus going direct on the 16th. I know that it says Venus goes direct in Pisces on the 12th. Just keep in mind that that is not really true energetically, because I feel like whenever my guides are like, they put something in my head that if I looked it up doesn't make sense, there's a reason for it. So we are still in the influence of this Venus energy until the 16th. All right, just keep that in mind. Very side note. But Venus goes direct in Pisces and then enters a full moon in Libra. Now, that is the 12th going to the 13th. Okay, that full moon in Libra. The Venus going direct in Pisces removes that energy of the I want it, I want it, I want it now, right? Where you're starting to now notice that you have to take a moment and think things through before you make decisions. The You're going to realize how many people, how many places, things, and energies, even like things you bought or whatever, that you're like, why the F did I even do that? Because we were in that retrograde of Venus. And it coming out of our existence kind of gets this energy where we're like, I really didn't have to spend the money on this. I really didn't have to do this. And it's interesting because I had seen a lot of readers talking about something from the past is going to come and you are crazy if you don't take it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you are listening to Venus retrograde. Like, you would be crazy if you took it, Um, because it was an energy of confusion. So it's funny that Venus will go correct on Pisces, right? But it's also going to come with a full moon in Libra, which literally is balancing out the scales. Okay, this full moon in Libra is interesting because it's a micro moon. So the moon is going to be the farthest it is from planet Earth. So you're going to see it teeny, right? And it's a pink moon, and it's all about starting new cycles. It's all about bringing balance to the things that we're supposed to bring balance to. And right here, it feels like finally letting go of things that we need to let go of. We have literally went through January, February, and March, okay, of things from the past coming back into our lives. It can be spiritually, physically, emotionally, everything, and materially, everything was coming back and just kind of kicking us in the ass. Kind of like, people trying to bring old ways of living, old laws and old principles from the past, all researching and forward. And then with this energy, it's kind of like, oh my God, we totally were listening to our crazy passions and it's not worth it. So this is a day where you're going to like kind of be like, okay, yeah, I made the right decision for letting these people, places, things, and energies go. I don't want them back in my life. All right. Um, Keep that in mind because there is going to be things that we're energetically connected to. So something that would be good to do is a cord cutting. Feel free to look online on how to do your own cord cutting this day on anything you feel like you feel retained to. This can be a person, this can be a emotion, this can be a situationship, this can be whatever, right? But there's a like we're letting it go. If you don't feel like if you're prepared to do it yourself, I do rituals like this. So you can go to my website and under the shop section, under rituals, there is a ritual called Let Me Go, and it's a cord cutting ritual. And it's literally to cut these situations away. All right. You are being freed. You choose if you want to be freed or you want to continue this cycle, but literally you're being freed right now. And you're giving the clarity as to how your Venus retrograde, how your impulsivity, how your inner tantrum, because it had control over you the entire January, February, March, how your inner tantrum negatively affected you. And so you're kind of just dispelling this energy from yourself. And so it is a good day to do like a cord cutting ritual for that. Uh, that's all I had to say for that Saturday. Now let's go to Sunday. Sunday the 13th, the moon is in Libra, but now creates a square in Mars in Cancer. Look, Moon in Libra is awesome because it creates balance. But the Mars in Cancer energy, I freaking hate that energy because Mars in Cancer energy empowers and emboldens these negative influences of our lives. So these are people thinking they have the divine right to tell you who you are, and that you don't have you don't have autonomy in yourself, and that you're too stupid or naive or whatever to make the decisions for yourself. So then they come back and they start bothering you. All right. So this feels like you're here working on your Zen, but working on your balance. And the square energy, the conflict comes with that past situation, past people, places, and things, thinking, who the hell do you think you are? You have no divine right to be able to say anything. You are mine. I have power and authority over you. You shut the fuck up. That's the energy that's coming through. So keep in mind that if you close the door on somebody, keep that door closed, because if you give them any little inch of validation, especially this Saturday and Sunday, they will literally take a mile because they will believe you're emboldening them to continue that situation. Okay. You made your choices. This is your life. You chose to close the door to these people, places, and things, energies, and frequencies. It's time for you to keep that door closed. Okay. But just be not surprised if you receive extra psychic attacks, or if you receive extra phone calls, or if you receive extra whatevers from some kind of fool trying to come back into your life. All right. I hope this helps you, and we will see you the next time.